many other monks, priests, or other teachers openly abuse other people, which goes on the internet, newspapers, or television. So they grab onto somebody who apparently looks the opposite, looks holy, looks wholesome, looks like caring for nothing. So they grab onto this being, even demons that fake into holy persons. They still need them. They kind of grab onto them like a person who was drowning in the river, grab onto a piece of wood, thinking it's better than all around them is all drowning water and garbage. That's what it is. People are so poor people. I don't mean about money or financial status. I mean their hearts. They are so vulnerable. I cannot teach all of them. I cannot talk to all of them. They might not even believe me. They turn around and even degrade me, slander me, and make more karma for themselves and more drowning. So I don't dare even to do much more. It's very difficult. My position is so sensitive. I want to help them, but I don't know how not to provoke their ignorant anger at me, thus causing more karma for them and making it more difficult for me to help them even. So it's very, very difficult, very difficult. Oh, very difficult. It's the tightrope, that I'm walking on. Just like when you see an insect that accidentally flew through your window or door and come into your house, like a butterfly, for example, and you don't want to hurt that butterfly and you try to catch him with something or with your hand so you can free him, but he fights with all his might to run away from you and to fly all the way up to the high ceiling so you can't reach him. Then sometimes we have to get the ladder to try to reach the butterfly, but the butterfly just fly away again, and then sometimes you hurriedly try to catch the butterfly, then you fall down from the ladder even and hurt yourself. And you try again, again and again. And maybe the butterfly could never be caught and then die in your house, and you feel so bad, so sorry, but you have tried your best. This is similar to my situation. Well, at least I can tell you, my so-called disciples, so you understand my situation, so that you don't blame me for if Master is compassionate, why don't rescue more people? Why don't tell them this, that, and others? We already told for many decades, and now we have Supreme Master Television. I said more than I should have said already about many things, including false master, good monks, bad monks, and all that. But what more can I do? Even tell them just to put down that piece of dead, bloody flesh from a living being and just eat some vegetables and protein from vegetables. Nowadays, it's even so much easier than some 30, 40 years ago. When I went on holiday with my former husband, I could hardly eat anything anywhere. Sometimes I eat just toast and jam. That's it. Because there's nothing else I could find. They did not even understand when I say vegetarian, not to talk about vegan, huh? So now you try with all your might, okay? Whomever you know, if you think she is having a sensitive enough heart, maybe you can open some conversation and tell them to be vegan. Gently and very, very diplomatically, so they don't get mad at you. They don't become your enemy. It's very difficult to tell people in this world. Not everyone is as intelligent as the way they look or the way they talk. It's so fixed in some kind of square, in a box. You are outside of the box, but they are not. So it's very, very difficult. Oh, God bless. Okay, some extra things I want to tell about the monks and the different kinds of things they do to distract people from the way home. Now, just like in older days, like in China, for example, there were many fighting wars between different state countries. And sometimes the enemies would want to win, but it was very difficult. So they had to think of many ways to kill. So sometimes they resorted to making one of their persons, one of their trusted fighters of their country, make that person infiltrate into the enemy's system without being suspected, but openly even, and become used and trusted by the enemy, not sneakily or hiding somewhere like a spy. This is an open spy, accepted by the enemy as well, and trusted. So they will beat up that person, black and blue, bleeding everywhere. That person was known to be a high official, for example, of this country in the war, but they beat him up and throw him out. They beat him up like almost dead. And then that person would sneak into the opposition, the enemy's camp, and pretend to cry hell like there. Like, look at how they treat me. I did all my best and they still find fault with me. They say I'm this, I'm that, just because I talk good about your country, about your system, and that you have no reason to war, that we should surrender or make peace, whatever they say. Whatever that person says, so that the enemy would listen, would like it, and trust him, because he was beaten all black and blue and bleeding everywhere already. So it's not possible not to trust that person. The negative power in this time of Dharma ending age would use similar type of things also. It's more rare. It's more rare than the open abuser, but still have happened, and you could never tell. And woe to you if you know it, if you have psychic power, if you have clairvoyance and see that person is not real. Then everybody else will come and beat you up, physically or on the web, verbally, or threaten you, or go to your house if they know your house, and make your life a living hell. Some clairvoyant people can see some bad monks, though on the outside the monks look morally fit and all that. And they tell people don't eat animal people meat, but they themselves go and eat anything. Not under surveillance, of course. And the clairvoyant people can see that some monks don't have a good aura. They have the dark aura of the nether world, of ghosts and demons. But if they tell that to the, fanatically worshipping followers, then this clairvoyant person cannot live well. Better move somewhere else, or beg for forgiveness, or they will be beaten up like a bag of cotton. Yeah. It happens nowadays in different places. It's terrible. It's terrible. So just take care of yourself. Praise God who will take care of you. Praise the Buddhas who protect you. That's all you can do. If you don't have any other way to protect yourself, try to really keep your eyes open. Always be in your heart with the Buddha, with God, with any masters. Look for a living master. It doesn't have to be me. At least some master who has a good lineage, and can rely on those great masters before them to give you initiation and the inner heavenly light and sound method. If you see they're honest, at least they don't pretend to be somebody they are not. And they don't abuse you financially or physically for their own interest, then maybe you could check it out, okay? Yes. I'm not saying all this so that you come and be my disciple. It would be my honor to have you, but you can find other masters as well. Those who teach the real light and sound method and are from a very big lineage. Those are more reliable. At least they're honest, okay? You see if they're honest or not. All right? You have to observe a person or a master before you leap. Don't go with the flow. Don't go just because she is famous. Don't go just because people say she is good. You must know it yourself whether or not you have experiences, and you have to feel good about that. Do not just follow anyone else. Follow yourself. Always praise God for protecting you and guiding you to a real good master. That's the best way, okay? Always be sincere, humble, and really, truly longing to go home. Heaven home. Then God will help you.